Hello, this is Louie, real estate consultant here in Kitchener-Waterloo. Thanks again for joining me in this brief video where I will be discussing the value of open houses. So quite often as I'm discussing my marketing plan that I've designed specifically for a particular seller, the question of whether or not an open house is a valuable marketing tool comes up. So there are generally two reasons why sellers and homeowners aren't interested in having an open house, and a couple of concerns, and both valid. The first one being the inconvenience, and believe me, I know. I've got a cat, a dog, 3 kids. I'm not looking forward to having to clean the house and find something to do for a couple hours, pack everybody up and get out on a Saturday or Sunday, so I get it. However, my question to that always is, what's more inconvenient? Doing everything you can, taking advantage of every opportunity for marketing at the outset when the listing is hot and exciting and first hits the market, and hopefully sell it quickly, or not avail yourself of all those opportunities and potentially having the listing on the market for 5 or 6 months and having to keep it clean the whole time, being available on short notice for showings. So I think, in my opinion, it's much less inconvenient to have open houses and potentially sell the home more quickly. The second concern is generally around security, and I understand that, and that's one of the reasons why I address it specifically. When I have an open house and I'm hosting an open house, I have a sign-in sheet. Actually, I have an application for my iPad where I use and I request people to sign in, provide their contact information so I can follow up with them later, as well as I put a sign at the front door which says no food, no drink, please sign in immediately upon entering, and that the video surveillance may be used on the property. So sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but just by simply stating that at the door before people even come in, there's a heightened sense of security, and anyone who's looking to do something of a criminal nature is simply going to move on to something else. The other important thing is to make sure that whoever is hosting your open house, that they have the experience and the knowledge so they can identify potential risks. In terms of the benefits, there's only one benefit, and that benefit is exposure. It is a marketing tool. It's a way to expose the home to as many people as possible. My job is through marketing to get as many people as possible through the home, and then use my experience to try and qualify buyers and move them towards the offer stage. And that is done through experience and knowledge and sales skills. So if people don't come through the home, they're not going to buy it. And one way I like to explain it is more than 90% of people start their home search online and identify the home that they end up buying. More than 90%. I'd hate to even, it's probably closer to 100. But in any case, I can tell you one thing for sure is 0% will buy a home online. If they don't come through the house to look at it physically, they're not going to buy the house. So if you're not letting people and not letting people come through the home and having that opportunity where they can come through at an open house, you're not availing yourselves of all the potential opportunities of potentially selling your home. So the other advantage is that it's one of the best ways of attracting an unrepresented buyer. A buyer who's unrepresented doesn't like, for whatever reason, bad past experience, like or trust realtors. So the last thing they're going to want to do is book an appointment directly with the seller's realtor. They would much rather come through an open house and be able to come through at their own pace and look at things without having a realtor on them one-on-one. So that could potentially, if they end up buying your home, save you thousands of dollars in commissions because there's no other realtor involved. The other important aspect of it, again, this goes back to marketing, is the buzz that open houses can create. When you have shoes at the front door, cars parked on the street, people coming in and out of the home, it creates a buzz, it creates an excitement, and I liken it to walking into a showroom, a furniture showroom, or a car dealership. If there's not much happening, there doesn't seem to be much appeal, much desire for the product. Same thing with houses. If a potential buyer comes in and they like the house and they're kind of debating whether or not to move forward, there's something what I call FOMO, fear of missing out. And it's an intangible thing, but it can be used by an experienced realtor to edge people forward to the next stage of putting an offer in. If they see all these other people at the house and these people are excited, and obviously the product, being the home, is desirable and considered valuable by all these other people, then they should as well, which generally, like I said, can make them move forward to the offer stage. The final thing to consider is with the exposure is if 10 people come through your open house and they speak to 3 others, family, co-workers, friends, in a 2-hour period, by having the open house, you've now exposed it to potentially 30 people, and that is invaluable. So the question then becomes, with an open house, do we have one or not? Is it valuable? And in my opinion, it's a clear and resounding yes. The benefits far outweigh any potential drawbacks, and the object is to move from this sign to this sign. And if you're able to successfully sell your home and market it and take advantage of all the marketing opportunities available, you will be able to move on to whatever plans you had set up, and the results are going to be what you wanted. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me anytime. I'm more than happy to answer any questions by email or phone, and good luck. Take care.